Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... Passing that return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. On the move at the 30. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Drops back. It's Chambliss. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Lindsey. Drag down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Out wide left, it's Fields. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The keeper on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give on the counter. Makes a man miss. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on at midfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll give to Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Grant behind the line. It's Frazier. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Snags it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Moving out to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Frazier. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Lindsey. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. Keeps it, looking for room. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Lindsey. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Second and long here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rebels need to pick it up on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. Keeping his eyes downfield. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
Ready? Black 14. Black 14.
On the direct snap, it's Cook. Got a man, it's Chambliss. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Give it back to him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Uh-oh, look out. Past the 6. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the return, it's Cunningham. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Here we go.
Keeps it on the ground. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, it's Haas. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Cook. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Oh, a double pass. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with TCU taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Horned Frogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Stockton. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bust through behind his pad.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they were able to come up with the interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Drops back on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Finds his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped right there. Long way to go on 2nd down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Setting up the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snaps on 4th down. Unloads it left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Hard running there. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Reels it in. Still running at the 40. He's loose. The 20. Inside. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, it's Lindsey. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Frazier again. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, ripping through the defense. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Phillips. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Under pressure, and they got him.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Searching for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but, boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Moving the pocket, it's Knight. The screen, he can go. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third down, here's Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Runs through the tackle. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. He's got the first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Frazier again. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Knight. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Finds his target. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Caught. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on first down. He'll throw it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard